right, folks, we are back at Stony Lonesome Off-Road Park, and I've got my hands on a brand new Turbo R, and we're gonna find out how it stacks up against the Pro R. That's just fun right there, sliding around the woods. You might be surprised at how similar these two machines are, even though the price is a lot different. So first off, wheelbase. They have a 104.5-inch wheelbase on the Pro R and only a 96-inch wheelbase on the Turbo R. The biggest thing is probably horsepower. You have a 1995cc engine in the Pro R, naturally aspirated, making 225 horsepower, and you have the same 181 horsepower turbo engine in the Pro R that we've seen in the last few years in Polaris in the Turbo R. Now, a big concern for a lot of people with these machines is weight, and you would think that the Pro R weighs substantially more than the Turbo R because of the sizable engine difference. Well, it doesn't weigh that much difference. It's actually less than 150 pounds difference, which is pretty much nothing. That's like whether a passenger rides with you or not. On the Pro R, you have a selectable front diff. It has a 3 different modes. You can have it in basically open front, locked front, or 2-wheel drive. And with the Turbo R, you only have the, the same usual, 4-wheel drive, aka all-wheel drive with Polaris, or 2-wheel drive. And then another one you have is with the Pro R, since they have the belt right behind the seats, you have this cool little hood scoop that actually is functional, and there's a little duct that goes through and back to the CVT, which you don't have that on the Turbo R because you don't need it. So the price difference is something that people definitely look at when they're looking at a side-by-side, and it's kind of staggering between these two machines. For the base model Pro R compared to the base model Turbo R, you're looking at a $7,000 difference. Well, today we're gonna find out if you should spend that $7 grand on the Pro R or just get a Turbo R. All right, I'm not alone today. I am actually testing with my buddy Michael Lee. He is a Polaris sponsored driver, so he just picked up this Turbo R. He's the reason that we're getting to do the testing today, and we're not gonna talk anymore. We're gonna get in these machines, do some hot laps, and see which one was fastest, and the loser's got a bad lunch. So since this is my home track, we're gonna give Michael a couple laps to get everything felt out, get used to that machine since he just picked it up yesterday, and it's got like, I don't know, 1 mile on it, 5 miles, something like that. And then we're gonna see what's happening, see who's fast. It's my home track, but I'm not a professional UTV racer, so who knows what'll be faster. Should be good, stay tuned. Pretty fast. I might have my work cut out for me this time. All right, first impressions, what you got?
It's really stable. I'm really impressed with it so far. It's kind of being a little timid at first in the corners, and then as a couple laps got in, I said, man, you just keep pushing this thing. Never once feels like it's tippy. It doesn't feel like it's understeering too much. It doesn't feel like it's oversteering too much. So first impression is suspension and geometry is really dialed in straight from the factory. I haven't touched anything on it, and it's a real comfortable, lots of confidence going in the corners and coming out of them. Jumping doesn't nosedive really that much at all. It feels really comfortable in the driver's seat, so everything feels really good so far.
All right, one more thing I just noticed. There is a racing sway bar on the back of the Pro R. The turbo, not so much. See the difference? Much nicer sway bar on the Pro R. All right, folks, first time in a Turbo R after getting out of the Pro R. See how it does on the track. What'd you think? I like it. It's definitely not a Pro R, but it feels a little better than my long travel Pro XP. Like, it feels a little more in control. Like, the shocks are a lot more well tuned for this machine, but it feels good. I mean, it feels like it's got plenty of power. I'm not really looking for more power on the track, but it feels good. It's a little different in the turns. I don't know if it's like gearing's different and everything's probably different compared to that machine, but I don't know. It feels good. It's fast. I just like, it's not mine, so I'm just like trying to find that line of not rolling your stuff on day one, but I like it. It's good. Awesome. Let's see what kind of times we can put down. All right, let's do it. So Michael Lee's gonna make his first lap in the Turbo R 4-time. What we do is we go around the track. The time starts and ends at the top of the tabletop. So he'll come around the jump, timer will start on my phone. He'll run around the track, and when he gets back to me, I'll stop the timer. We'll see what kind of time he puts down, and hopefully I can do better. I don't think he's gonna let a YouTuber beat him. I mean, he's a race car driver, so we'll see.
Round 1, fight.
All right, time is going. He's already throwing it down. Folks, 148.62. Now, the folks at Stoney came over here and fixed this track up for us. It is super smooth, no mud holes, so this is probably the best condition this track's been in a long time. So you're gonna see some fast times today. The question is, who's faster and which machine's faster? All right, how you think you did?
There was a couple of spots where I thought that could have got some more speed in the corners, but you know, hey, but it's okay for first time in this machine. See how it was.
148.62, which is pretty fast.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty fast. But like I was explaining to the folks at home, this is the nicest the track's been in a while. So
okay, so that's my benefit.
Yeah,
for sure. Awesome.
All right, folks, I'm gonna do the best I can to see if I can beat a 148.62 and not roll his brand new machine. Wish me luck.
All right, Matt, you think you got it?
I don't know. Let's see. I've got 2 laps of seat time in this machine, and it does not drive like the Pro R at all.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
All right, let's see it.
I'm gonna give it my best.
Good luck.
Full disclaimer, I'm not a professional race car driver. I'm just a YouTuber.
He's lying.
Coming around the last corner here. I got 138 right now. I think he's gonna get me. There you go, he got me. 2 seconds faster.
I haven't driven since KOH. Okay, that's my excuse.
What do you think?
How bad is it? I don't know. I blew that last turn pretty bad.
I mean, you did good. 146.6.
So
you got me.
I got you?
Yeah, 148, right?
All right, folks, on my home track, I got him by 2 seconds. Now, he's gonna get some seat time in the Pro R, get used to it. I'll make a couple laps in it too, and then we'll see who's faster in the Pro R. And if the Pro R is faster than the Turbo R. Stay tuned. All right, Michael Lee, first time driving a Pro R.
Yeah, this is it. First time. So, I'm real curious to get out here and see how it is and the power delivery. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully it's not too much of a transition from car to car. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I can beat you this time too. So.
You try at least.
We'll try.
So I've done a few laps in this machine, the Pro R, out here on this track, and it is stupid fast. Now, Michael Lee just hopped in that thing and is already hauling butt, so I might have my work cut out for me this one. I don't know what the tiebreaker is going to be. The sound on that machine is just like not Polaris at all. It's just like not what you're used to. You get in the Turbo R and it's like, oh yeah, that's what I'm used to. It sounds like a Polaris. But that new 225 horsepower motor is just like, it just screams. It's just different.
That thing's a riot.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, the power delivery is awesome. It's just instant throttle and that naturally aspirated power. I love it. And in the turns, it's just point and shoot. You can really just get back in the throttle easy and get on the apex and get the car to pivot and rotate really well. Just a little bit more predictable in the corners. So I love this thing, man. It's awesome.
Are you
It's
having
definitely
second
got.
thoughts now?
I just wish the classes would open up to these things. So this thing is really fast. It's a game changer for sure.
I told you it was completely different, didn't I?
Yeah, it's completely different. It's way faster too. It's insane. Hey, that's a riot.
Now, full disclosure, this is a Dynamics, you know, Pro R versus a sport model non-Dynamics, you know, Turbo R. So it's not exactly apples to apples, but we're just trying to give you the gist of the differences and how they handle differently. But with that being said, I mean, a Sport Pro R would probably still handle similar on the track, but they're just fast. Since I won the first round, we're gonna let Michael Lee, he just finished making a couple laps and getting used to this machine, so he's about to go make a hot lap to time it right now and see how he does. Good luck!
Thank you.
Round 2, fight.
Time has begun. I think he might be having second thoughts on buying the Turbo R compared to the Pro R since he's gonna be racing, but the racing series haven't really adapted to the Pro R. It's like a whole different level of machine, so there's not really a class for it yet. He's making a good time right now. Oh. 1:47.62. Actually a little bit, he's better time than the Turbo R, but slightly slower than my time on the Turbo R. How you feel?
I mean, it feels faster. I don't know about the corners though. He's trying to get the power down through there and trying to figure that out in 2 laps is kind of tough.
Yeah?
I think it was faster.
1:47.62.
1 second faster.
1 second faster than you're running the Turbo R.
Yeah, like I said, in the corners, like you're going so fast and you're trying to understand the transition and what you can and can't do and figure it out in 2 laps is tough for me. But it's definitely a faster machine overall. I know that you're probably gonna hop in this thing and just do about a 137 or so, but you got to figure it out a little bit more than me. So, but it's an awesome machine. Like some more laps in this thing, spending all day in it. I think you could easily. I think I could easily get it in the 138s or so.
Oh yeah.
So
I have to beat a 1:47 in the Pro R on my home track. Let's see if we can get it done.
So I'm pretty sure he's gonna get me because, you know, it's his machine, his home track, but I've only got about 5 laps on this track altogether. So I feel pretty good about it, but he should get me still. Underway here. What we can do? Here we go, 143.89. He got me again by 2 seconds. Almost on the money. So, home track advantage for Matt for sure. He's got it going on.
Woo! I think it's so fast.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
143.89. So
Woo!
2 seconds again. It's faster. So, I think we're gonna go with the home track advantage.
Yeah,
on
that's
this
probably what it
one.
was.
So,
Man.
definitely comfortable out here.
Woo!
You're ripping out there,
This thing's
man.
fun, man. I just like I could just come out here all day and just freaking rip lap after lap after lap till I didn't have any gas left.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it looks so fun to just watch it, and then it sounds amazing as well. So, good job, man. I guess I owe you lunch.
Hell yeah.
All right, so this is my first day driving a Pro R and a Turbo R. I know it's kind of crazy, but I race a Pro XP long travel machine. So this is the first time in either one of these cars, and my final thoughts on them, it's really just going to come down to personal preference with everything. I bought the Turbo R for simply just racing in the class. It's there's not a class for the Pro R yet, so I just wanted to jump in and still be able to race into the power sports category. Hopefully some of the race organizations will come out and have a Pro R 4-cylinder class or unlimited class where we can race this car, and I'll definitely be getting one. But is it worth $7,000 from a trail rider standpoint? I think so. I think from a dune standpoint, or you just want the ultimate speed, fast as you can be, the Pro R is definitely the ticket. This thing is unreal. The power's on demand. It turns on demand. The steering input's great. It's really controllable and predictable, and it is a blast. It is a handful of fun. Turbo R, it's awesome. It's just like your old Razors, basically. The power's still great. It does everything you want it to do. You can see it's about 2 seconds from driver to driver on the track difference. So obviously the Pro R is a little bit faster machine, but from just simple trail riding and rock crawling, you know, this machine, we all know it can do what it's able to do, and it's easy to do. There's a huge aftermarket support for it, and clutch options and stuff, and rock crawling can go a long way with this machine. So honestly, if you're on the East Coast, in my opinion, I think I'd still lean this way just because it's a lot slower riding. But if you're out West Coast, or even if you're East Coast and doing a lot of track racing or something, spend a lot of time on a short course track, Pro R is gonna be the way to go. But overall, both machines are super fun. You can't go wrong either way.
All right, final thoughts on these two machines. Obviously, the Pro R is a freaking ripper. I was 2 seconds faster in it, but it comes at a hefty price tag. I mean, it's $7,000 more. And so I played with it in the dunes. I've rock crawled it. I've done everything. It does everything well. But if you're an East Coast only person, you're not going to the dunes, you're not going to be out in the desert trying to go fast, then the Turbo R might be more towards what you want to do. But if you want to go fast and you want to have the baddest stock machine that you can get, like this thing's ready to go out of the box for the dunes, put some paddle tires on it and go have all the fun you can possibly have, then the Pro R is definitely the way to go. So like Michael said, it comes down to personal preference. If I had to choose between the two, I would definitely go with the Pro R just because it's stupid fast and I could literally burn every bit of gas I have on this track every day and I would never get any work done. And you guys would never see any videos. So. Turbo shorter wheelbase, sometimes an advantage on the rock crawling stuff because you didn't get hung up on as much stuff, even though it has the same way too tall trailing arms that drag on everything. That's just fun right there, sliding around the woods. Well, I don't usually bring stock machines over here, but I figured since Professional was with me today, we would try this. And Pro R just went right up. Took some creative line choice, but it made it. See if the Turbo R can. Trailing arm. There it is. This thing's can rock crawl pretty good. Well, what do you think about low range?
It feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely better than the Pro XP low range, so they obviously listened on that part of it, so I appreciate that because we do a ton of transmission work on the Pro XPs. So yeah, it was good. Real stable going up that. Like you said, we usually don't take stock stuff up that, so it's kind of nice having a machine that's right out of the box. You're just confident and just shoot straight up stuff, so it's really good. So
just needs high clearance trailing arms.
yes.
there. I don't think you can fit through there. He did all that and just crawled out. So what do you think about the Pro R as a rock crawler?
It's pretty good. You know, it's very similar to what I'm racing right now as a long travel Pro XP. And we go ahead and modify the transmission, so the low ranges are pretty close to what we're in right there. But it's nice just having it right out of the box, a factory machine that is that capable. I mean, that was a gnarly trail we just went up. But you know, I will say, following the Pro R around, I've heard some mixed reviews, and it looks like it's doing pretty good. Kind of jealous about it a little bit. The long wheelbase and the throttle control seems really nice. So again, it just comes down to personal preference. I don't think you can go wrong either way.
It's hard to beat rock crawl mode. I kind of love it.